Hi, it's a beautiful day in Cotodecaza, Orange County, California. I'm by our pool. This is the middle of November, and just take a look at these beautiful blooms. Wow. So this is Muhly Grass, or pink Muhly Grass, also known as Hairawn Muhly and Gulf Muhly. And here, see that? Maybe have a little ladybug in there. So the scientific name, here we got another ladybug. So the scientific name of this plant is Muhlenbergia capillaris. Now there's different varieties of this plant, and there's a plant that looks just like this. It's got pink lavender leaves, and that's called a Gulf Heron, or Muhlenbergia sericea. And they look so much alike, but one way to tell the difference on our plant here is the blades of the plant down here. They're very smooth all the way to the tip. But the sericea, or the Gulf Heron, is a little rough on the bottom. So this plant, it has two things you'll see here. One is the blades of the grass, and the blades will reach up to a point, right? And here we have the stems of the flowers, and the stems are a little more round. Let's see if you take a look at this here. It's kind of hard to get in there. But anyway, the stems are a little more roundish, and they reach up to the panicle here, where we have our cluster of flowers and also seeds. Okay? So this plant, to propagate it, there's really only one way. Is you buy it at the store and you grow it, or you take the seeds here, those little purple guys, little purple knobs. You take these seeds and you plant them, and they grow quite nicely. Alright, so these guys grow drought tolerant conditions, but if you water them, they'll be a lot lusher. Now in the higher latitudes, these will bloom in September and October. In Southern California, we're getting the best bloom here in November. Wow. All right, see, look at these guys are simply just blooming. It's the middle of November, so these will carry us all the way up through December. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Now we have more of our Muhly grass here. And you see how this is growing in the shade. In the summer, it gets full sun, but the building here is blocking it because now it's November, and so they're just not as robust and big. And you see, the more shade we get, the less we'll call healthy and robust these plants are. All right, so they do require full sun, 6 hours, 8 hours of sunshine, all the time. Okay, so you plant these as individuals or in clusters. I like the clusters, and it's recommended to keep them like 3 feet apart, even 4 feet, but I think a very tight cluster in the right conditions is a lot better. So when the breeze comes up, you know, they'll kind of just wave around in the breeze. So if you got more of these in one, it's a lot prettier. I'll show you an example of one all by itself. See, here's what it looks like when it's all by itself. This here. I mean, it's really pretty, but I think bunching them together, like out here, that's the way to go. All right, let's check out some more of these. Now near the entrance of our golf course, we have more, and I think this is one of the most underutilized ornamental grasses out there. Look at that. Because in summertime, it's green all summer, you know, just like this. These are a little newer, but it's green all summer. And then when all the other flowers start to die back, you'll get these blooms in winter. And they're basically maintenance free. Now the only thing you need to do is after they're done blooming, I'll say maybe January, just, you know, early middle winter, you'll just deadhead these down, all the way down. I don't know, maybe 6 inches, 10 inches. Just go straight across, Then you pull out all the dead, you know, the dead blades or the dead leaves. And then these things will just sprout right back and be nice and green in summer. Okay? And we have a lot more out here in this little garden area of our golf course. So the plant is Muhlenbergia capillaris, and capillaris, it comes from the capillary-like blades and leaves we have here on the plant. And Muhlenbergia, it comes from a fellow named Gotthilf Heinrich Ernst Muhlenberg. Now, his American name, he went by Henry Ernst. He was a Lutheran minister at the time of the American Revolution. And at that time, clergy were always neutral about the revolutionary cause, but not the Muhlenbergs. They sided on the side of the revolutionaries. So when the British took over Philadelphia at the Battle of Brandywine Creek in 1777, Muhlenberg had to, flee Philadelphia. He went back to his hometown of Trapp, Pennsylvania, which is only a few miles away, by the way. It's right next to Valley Forge. And there he became a self-taught botanist and identified a lot of grass species. And there's over 150 plants named after him as Muhlenberg, or Muhlenbergia. So his father, Henry Ernst Muhlenberg, his father was Heinrich Muhlenberg, or Henry Muhlenberg, and his father is known as the father of American Lutheranism. And he built the church. You see me here at this church? This is called the Augustus Lutheran Church, or the Old Trapp Church in Trapp, Pennsylvania. And my 6 times great-grandfather, Jacob Bruck, he helped the Muhlenberg build this church in 1745. Now, Jacob Bruck had a son, Conrad, my 5 times great-grandfather, who grew up with Henry Ernst Muhlenberg. So there you go. I've got 6 degrees of separation from this plant. How about that? Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the story. And this plant, I highly recommend it. It's a great plant to have in your garden. And especially these beautiful, beautiful flowers. All right. Have a great day. Bye.